too, and I hope you let me in, yeah.
Hey guys, what's going on, dudes? It is David here, and we're back with another video. Now, in this video, guys, we're going to be talking about some NASCAR news today. Today, we're going to be talking about Bubba Wallace. Now, if you guys haven't heard or don't even know, everybody pretty much knows this is all over in the racing news that I've seen. Bubba Wallace has lost his sponsorship after this past weekend. He rage quit in Iracing, in NASCAR's Pro Invitational Iracing event that they had at Bristol. Now, before we get into my opinion about this whole thing and what Bubba Wallace should really do and how this looks on him, let's talk about the incident, because in my honest opinion, the incident wasn't really that much of a serious topic to get worked up about for Bubba Wallace, because to be honest, even when they showed the broadcast and Clint Boyer doing that to Bubba Wallace, Clint Boyer was taking that as a joke. Clint Boyer was like, I got Bubba. That's a joke. That's clearly a joke. He doesn't mean any harm when he says this kind of stuff. If he was really frustrated, he would probably curse on live TV, or they would have to bleep him out. But he didn't do that. He just said, I got Bubba. And Clint, ever since they had Clint Boyer as the driver reporter, he smashed it out. So I gotta back Clint Boyer. Clint Boyer was just did that as a joke. And he didn't really purposely take out Bubba Wallace, because if he did, NASCAR would have parked them both. Or NASCAR would have parked him like they parked Kyle Larson and Daniel Suarez back-to-back weekends. That guy needs to calm down. But yeah, Clint Boyer didn't mean any harm. Clint Boyer didn't do anything wrong. In my honest opinion, if you watch Bubba's on Board, yes, Clint Boyer does come up on him, and Clint Boyer was taking this as a really joke. As when he said he got Bubba, it was a joke. And then I think Bubba took it kind of too seriously, because it's a pro racing invitational event, but you gotta be serious, dude. It's within the first 10 laps of the race, and the race is 150 laps, and you rage quit. And if you watch his live stream, he's like, this is why I don't take this stuff seriously. If you don't take this stuff seriously, then why do you take NASCAR so seriously? Seriously, it's basically the same thing. It doesn't matter if it's a game or not. If Fox Sports and NASCAR wanted to put some money on the line, then you would probably take it seriously. But considering they're not putting money on the line, you don't take it seriously, that just doesn't work. And he lost he had a certain sponsor, I think it was Emu, for this race, and he lost that because after the race he went on Twitter and said that, haha, my Twitter mentions right now, I can't believe you guys are mad at me for rage quitting at a game. People have rage quit at a game, but some people take gaming seriously, so you can't be one of those guys that doesn't take it seriously. Look at William Byron. William Byron's younger than Bubba Wallace, and William Byron takes this thing so seriously because this man is practicing every other single lap. Even Kyle Busch is the defending NASCAR Sprint Cup Series champion, and he takes this thing seriously. He's been learning over the past couple of days how to get better at this iRacing thing because he wants to win. Kyle Busch just wants to win, and that is the difference between him and Bubba Wallace. Bubba Wallace doesn't want to win, because if Bubba Wallace wanted to win, he would practice at this. Do I think Bubba Wallace is gonna be this at the iRacing thing at Richmond? Probably not, because he's probably gonna get frustrated again. And to be honest, Bubba's in the wrong. But this looks bad on Bubba, because two reasons why it looked bad on Bubba. Bubba got angry because something Clint Boyer did. And even though it was not really that bad event, it's not like Clint Boyer just purposely just drove him into the wall. Clint Boyer got a little bit aside of him, bumped him into the wall, and Bubba was like, all right, you know what? I can't take this anymore. See you guys later. And literally rage quits. I think it was on the 7th or 8th lap of the race. Who rage quits on the 7th, 8th lap of the race? Landon Castle. He had the same sponsorship as Bubba Wallace for the same race, and he almost won this race. He had a damaged car throughout this race. Kyle Busch had a damaged car throughout this race. Bubba was probably going to be like, you know what, I'm probably not going to want to sit back here and just sit back here in a damaged car. What are you talking about? You have 2 resets. They have 2 resets in Iracing for this Pro Invitational event. And Bubba Wallace couldn't even do that. I like Bubba Wallace, but in terms of this whole thing, this just is bad on him, and he needs to take responsibility for his actions, and he needs to come back this weekend and actually drive properly and not get frustrated, because even though it is a game, some people really take this seriously, so you can't be taking it as a joke. And some sponsors for NASCAR will take this seriously, and they will want drivers to go out there and win for them. Sponsors don't take anything lightly, even if it's online or simulated racing. They're gonna take that shit seriously, because they can get endorsements throughout this, and they can earn money through this event. So if you rage quit within the first 7 laps of the race, and your sponsor was hoping to get their name out there, Landon Castle got their name out there. Their name is already out there because of what happened after when Bubba Wallace rage quit, when they basically fired him. And I actually fully bet that, because he deserves to be fired. I'm not sure if it's a serious joke or pun or funny, but he definitely deserved to be fired after that, to be honest, because you don't do that. Even if you're mad at the game, you don't make your sponsor look bad by rage quitting within the first 7 laps of the game, first 7 laps of the race. And your sponsor was trying to get out there. That's why they sponsored you, so they could get their name out there in NASCAR, one of the most popular sports in America. And you don't even do the first 10 laps of the race. Meanwhile, the other guy that's running in the same sponsorship almost wins the race. I don't understand, Bubba. I really just don't understand. He needs to learn better from this and not take this thing like that to that point of a level where, you know, if somebody bumps into him, because many guys have bumped into other people and they have, you know, like, been okay with it. That whole Bristol event, there was a whole bunch of bumping going around, and they always apologized to each other. Clint Boyer would have probably apologized to Bubba Wallace had Bubba Wallace reached out. But no, Bubba Wallace just rage quit. That's the end of the story. But in my honest opinion, Bubba Wallace has done the wrong, and he needs to learn from his actions. And yeah, he just needs to not do this, because this just looks bad on him. And yeah, that's it. So anyway, guys, I want to thank you guys for watching this video. Please do smash the like button. But anyway, guys, I will see you guys all later. Peace.